Yeah, a lean man in long robes, deep in thought. Welcome, traveler. I'm called Gordon, and I'm the shrine keeper. Asking what he can help her with. Yeah, I think she'd rather talk to humans, find out as much as she can, looking for this GECK. Which means being on good behavior as well. Yeah, asking who the shrine is for. An unnamed hero known only as the Vault Dweller. He or she was the savior of all who lived here several decades ago. We do not know who or what became of our savior, but he or she lives on in our minds and hearts. Of course, talking about Lilly's ancestor. Alright, he's lived here all his life. Alright, ask him about what he knows about the death clause. Alright, he's lived with them for several months. They seem honorable and forthright in their dealings. I trust them, and in time I think you will as well. Yeah, I think for right now, it's okay. But I think she's cautious. You are a rude and verbally abusive individual. I didn't think it was that bad. Perhaps if one of the guards were present with us, you would curb your tongue. Man. Alright. Doesn't want to stir up trouble. Asking why he's staying here then. Maybe he's trying to convert the death clause. I will not leave it willingly. Alright. So, I think she needs to be careful not to insult the death clause in front of the other human inhabitants. Boy. Oh, look at this. Looks like a tribal. Here's a sad older man. Looks as if he's had his fair share of abuse. Said it was in his 60s? Early 60s. Oh, I didn't see you standing there. Just looking. He's got anything in his shirt pocket. Nope. Yeah, again, just trying to find any leads on, well, maybe even history of the place. Maybe he's been here his entire life. I was born 2 months premature. When I was 1, I was dropped on the porch. When I was 2, I had pneumonia. When I was 3, I got the chicken pox. It sounds like a song. When I was 4, I fell down the stairs and broke 6 ribs. When I was 5, my uncle was decapitated by a watermelon. That's some claim. When I was 6, my parents hit me in the head with a shovel. When I was 7, I lost my right index finger to my pet rat. Is he gonna go through? When I was 8, my dog Spike got hit by a tractor. When I was 9, my mother lost her arm to a rabid Brahmin. 10, my sister was torn to bits by a pack of dogs. 11, my grandfather killed himself because I was ugly. When I was 12, my grandmother killed herself because I was ugly. When I was 13, my father poked out his eyes with a pitchfork in a drunken stupor. Yeah. 14, my brother lost his hand in a wallaby. 15, my aunt choked to death on a chicken bone. 16, I lost my cousin to a badger. 17, cut off my left big toe with a hoe. 18, my father lost his right leg to the same tractor that killed my dog. He's about to tell her what happened when he was 19. Yeah, she doesn't want to wait till 60-something. So now, what happened this year? Well, there I was, traveling through the desert, when suddenly my Brahmin falls over dead. About then, I realized I was low on water, and hadn't had a drink in quite a while. Later, my bones began to ache, my head started to hurt, my bowels became loose. I got this rash that just wouldn't go away. It was time to sit down and die. There I was, sitting in the desert, waiting for the world to swallow my miserable existence. When a pack of deathclaws shows up, well, I'm thinking to myself, this is it. Now I can die. I can wind up as a pile of deathclaw shit in the middle of the desert. But no. Fate had yet another cruel card to play against me. You see, the deathclaws didn't kill me. Instead, they gave me water, brought me here, gave me this room, and gave me food, cleaned me up, and now they won't let me leave. I know they're fattening me up for some unknown horrible fate. I keep telling them that I'll probably taste better if I was leaner, but it does no good. They just smile, if you can call it that, and pat me on the head and say, "Don't worry, human, things will get better." Ha! We both know what that means. Anyway, to make matters worse, then they started giving me some sort of medication. It's making me gassy, so I stopped taking it, and it's a good thing I did. I think it was some sort of mind control pill, because I started to feel like things weren't actually as bad as I thought. Anyway, that's about it. I'm just waiting for the dinner bell, so I can feast on my bloated body. Alright. Yeah, I guess Lily's heard enough of this. No history of the vault, though. Here's a tall, slender, tribal-looking guy. The wild look in his eyes, staring back at Lily. Is there something I can help you with, stranger? Yeah. I know everything she can about the vault. But everybody seems to be new. Are asking who he is. My name is Matt. Does it matter? I guess it doesn't. Ask if he's a prisoner. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Stumbled upon this place and got myself captured by the Deathclaws. They give me freedom of movement within the lower levels of the vault, but I can never go to level 1 where the exit is. Because, unlike the rest of the sheep who live here, I recognize them as a threat to humanity. They know that if I get out here, I'll see to it that they're wiped off the face of the earth. Look, they can think for themselves, they can learn, they can read, and even write if they dip a claw in ink. They're fast, tough, perceptive, and deadly. If their numbers grow large enough, they'll be the greatest threat that the human race could ever face. Think about it. They need to be eliminated. Well, this is not going to stir up trouble if she has freedom to look around for the GECK. So for now, she trusts them. Ah, you're a fool to trust them. If you change your mind, come back and get me. Alright. Just keep that in mind. Oh boy. At least he doesn't have delusions of being a distended dinner course. Alright. So, third level. This should be where the broken computer is. And if there were a GECK, this is probably where it would be. Short, slender woman with a blue velvet sun dress. She appears to be sad. Can't tell if this is a child or... yeah, a small girl in a yellow dress. Hello, I'm Ariel. I don't think I've seen you here before. Asking who Lilly is. Alright, Lilly introducing herself. It's a pleasure to meet you. What can I help you with? Yeah, I think Lily'd like to ask some questions. Asking if she thinks she's a prisoner. No, I can leave any time I want. The death claws have made that very clear to me. They don't hold anyone here against their will. That's not what Matt said, I think, upstairs. I think that was his name. Asking how she's been treated. They provide me with food, water, shelter, and protection. I feel very safe here. That's more than I can ask for. Alright, so apparently she has no want to leave. I've considered it, but I'll have to say no. I feel safer here than anywhere else I've ever lived. I do get lonely for the company of other people like myself, but hopefully others will come to live here in the future and satisfy that need. Alright, asking why she looks so sad. Alright, her husband recently died. I miss him, and I'm having problems adjusting. That's all. They were traveling with a caravan on its way to the New California Republic. They were going to start a new life for themselves and their daughter, presumably the one wandering around. Sandy. Unfortunately, the caravan was attacked by raiders one night. They were incredibly brutal. They killed everyone. Men, women, and children. Rand, my husband, died trying to defend Sandy and me. We were to die next when a miracle occurred. I was holding Sandy behind me trying to keep her from the monster that had shot Rand. He stood next to my husband's body and laughed at me as he aimed his gun at my head. Suddenly, this huge claw came out of the... darkness, grabbed him from behind. Well, thank goodness that Sandy didn't see what happened next. Anyway, the raiders were being wiped out by this group of death claws. The one that saved Sandy and me stood near us and talked to me. Kept reassuring me that I was safe and that he was sorry that he couldn't have gotten there sooner to help us. And they were brought here. Yeah, that is some story. Is this Sandy? Whoops. Meowing like a cat. I am a cat. I have special powers that only cats have. Asking Lilly what she is. Yeah. Well, already know, but asking her name. I'm Sandy. I'm not really a cat. I just like to play. I think she's curious if Sandy will have the same story that her mother did. Yeah, Mom always tells me where I can and can't go. She tells me where I can play and when to eat and when to go to bed and when to go potty and when to go to school and everything. I don't think it's fair that she can do anything she wants, but I've got to do what she says all the time. But she guesses that she likes it here. I miss not having other kids to play with, but Mom says that I'll change someday. She thinks other kids will come to live here. Otherwise, he likes to play with Valdis. He's funny and he gives me piggyback rides. Mom says I should leave Valdis alone. He's busy and doesn't have time to play, but he always plays with me when I ask him. I think she's wondering if Valdis is a death claw. I just didn't tell Mom about it anymore. Mommy takes care of me and Valdis wouldn't let anyone hurt me. Probably is a deathclaw. I'm safe here. Kids got nothing sticking out of her pockets, right? Okay. Yes. Again, this is all a little too idyllic for Lily to almost believe.